in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And we can grow 4 crops a year. You
Yeah,
know? It's
right,
like,
right.
wow, what a bonanza. That's why all the major seed companies and chemical companies, this is ground zero. This
Wow.
is big time, you know. This
Yeah.
is things that are affecting the whole world.
Right.
These guys, you're gonna see in tomorrow's paper or whatever that one of the companies just sued Monsanto for $1 billion.
One of the other seed companies?
Yeah, they're fighting among each other, right? I mean, that's natural. Companies always gonna fight with each other.
Yeah.
And they got a reward of $1 billion. You know, I think DuPont now needs to pay Monsanto $1 billion. You know, for us, a lawsuit, $100,000, a big lawsuit, right? I mean, $1 billion. So this is really big, you know,
Yeah.
and that's why I get so worked up about it, because it's so big that if we don't do something, we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
And then these guys are gonna leave, and we're gonna be left holding the bag here in Hawaii.
Yeah, with contaminated soil, polluted water.
The chemicals they're using, well, they're chemical companies, so they're gonna farm using chemicals. And in order for them to sell their seeds, the seeds need to be purified. You can't be selling lousy seeds. So the soil that they're using needs to be sterile. I grew up, they taught us at the University of Hawaii that we don't grow plants, we grow soil. You know, you have to make all the microbes and everything and make sure that's what makes your plants grow. This is totally the opposite. This is like wipe out all the microbes, have a sterile situation, and then you feed them all your chemicals and you grow everything exactly the same and you get the exact results that you need, and then you export all these seeds.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, I used to love farmers, and now I'm like scared of farmers that are in Hawaii today. You know, I don't trust them. I'm afraid of them. So this thing has flipped in a matter of, what, 15, 20 years. It's flipped.
Yeah.
So,
as an educator, I get scared of these big, like Monsanto's. I know they're going to try and control the textbooks.
Oh, they
you
are.
know, what's in there and what the students are going to think this is natural or normal,
exactly.
right? But it's all GMO logic in
exactly.
there. Yeah.
They're having coloring books now that are all in our, where kids are getting all this information about how good biotech is and all of that. And you go all the way to the top to CTAR, University of Hawaii. They just got $500,000 from biotech companies. And then now they got a brand new person that is head of CTAR, and she's all biotech. I mean, that's her background, is all biotech stuff.
Yeah.
So you just see where it's going from the bottom to the top. And then if you turn on the TV, if you turn on, going to magazines, all this mantras is coming about how they're feeding the world, and you know, Mr. Gates is giving billions to these things, and it's all good because now we're going to feed Africa and all this kind of stuff. And none of that has come to fruition. None of that is true.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually pure bullshit that they're putting out there in order to get the profits that they want, in order to get the control over the seeds that they need. So this is a pretty interesting proposition we have here, where we're losing control of our ability to feed ourselves.
Yeah. I hope the viewers realize if you control the food, you're going to control the people, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have no bargaining chip if you don't have food or control the water, right?
Yeah, I got really involved when University of Hawaii decided they were going to take haloa the taro and they were going to GMO haloa.
Yeah.
And that was a straw that broke my back and the camel's back in the Hawaiian community. Saying, what are you doing? Say, oh, it's just a plant. I said, no, that's our ancestor. You cannot just GMO our ancestors. We're going to GMO us next. You know, it's like, no. And from that no came all this information, and the more we stood up, the more we found out all the things I've been talking about. You know, how big this problem is. So when they told us they were going to sell the huli back to us for $1.75 because they have a patent on it, I said, oh no, another mahele. This is going to be the mana mahele. First they take our lands, now they're going to come after our mana, and they're going to own, they won't stop owning anything they can own. And they use patenting laws to allow them to own things they shouldn't be owning. So So we fought them, and the university tore up the patents.
Yeah.
So we won a small battle with them.
Yeah.
But when we went to the legislature, all the doors slammed shut. Because the corporations were all there guarding
Yeah.
the legislature, saying,
Yeah.
no, you guys can't. If we protect the taro, then we cannot get any of the foods we want to get in control of. So
Wow.
anyway.
So who are the big 5 seed companies here? Monsanto's, you're saying DuPont.
Oh boy, let's see. You got Monsanto, Pioneer, DuPont, Syngenta, Bayer,
Okay.
the aspirin company from Germany. They're from all over the world.
It's just good for the people here to know
Yeah,
the names.
you know, it's like, I can tell you all this information, but it's up to the people who are watching. You know, they know what Google is. My God, go Google this thing.
Yeah.
And get the facts, get the information straight for yourselves, you know?
Yeah.
Don't be lazy. You go out there and Google. You Google these companies, Mike. You're going to freak out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Syngenta. They're over here growing things. Why? Because they're banned from their own country in Switzerland. They can't grow those things in Switzerland. I mean, use those chemicals. So they're in America. So what's up with that? You know, it's like, Google it. You're gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
This thing is big time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, is there anything, you want to add that you haven't added to our interview because we're coming to the end?
Yeah, I'm just hoping that, some of my enthusiasm, you guys can grab some of that enthusiasm and know that if you just sit back, yeah, you got problems at home. We all have problems at home, and sometimes we get so into our own little problem that we don't see a bigger picture. But, if you really care about your kids, then you need to care about your kids' kids. And you need to start looking further down and realizing that you have a kuleana, And that kuleana is to make sure that you protect the things that somebody else left for you. And your kuleana is to make sure you leave it for the next generation. So you got to take care of your family, but put some time in to think about a bigger picture, to get involved, to protecting things that should be protected, you know. And that's a story of Haloa,
Yeah.
Haloa is the firstborn, that's nature. We take care of nature, Haloa, and Haloa going to take care of us. So put some time in to think about things and get a little bit involved in politics. You don't have to be totally involved. Ask the right questions and get involved. Don't just shut all the doors and think if you just, don't pay attention, it's going to go away. It's not going to go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get people to get involved somehow.
Yeah.
Get involved. However you can, get involved.
Thank you for being on the show.
Mahalo.